In fact, finally in the sutta, another point is made that if we practice this fourfold application of mindfulness, first it says for 7 years. 7 years is not such a long time, we can be assured of, if we practice it very properly, sincerely, and fully, then we are assured of one of two spiritual attainment. Either in this very life we will gain perfect insight, that is, we become enlightened. If we miss that, is still something remaining, if hence resulting in our substratum, the remaining referring to the substratum of clinging, we can at least be assured of the attainment of non-returnership. That is the third fruit. So this reminds us once again of the real goal of the application of mindfulness. And then it goes on to say, not 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. And not only that, even 3 months, or 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, even half a month, you will be assured of one of these two fruits. And according to the Chinese text, it's very interesting, and it says, in fact, not just, it starts also with 7 years, and then it reduces the time period, and finally it says that not 7 days, even 6 days, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 day, and then finally even 1 moment. 一个须臾庆，须臾就是就係一個好短嘅一個 moment. If you can be truly mindful, then you are assured of it. So that reminds us, for instance, of, for example, other later traditions, and you see how they get inspiration from the early teaching. For example, in the Pure Land practice, you know that, right? I think you people are experts. If you can recite the Buddha's name sincerely, right? 一心不亂，欲七日，六日等等，So if you can come to the stage of being fully focused, fully undisturbed in your thought of mindfulness, of reciting the name, through the reciting name of Amitabha, then you will receive the assurance of being reborn in the Pure Land. You see? So you see similar things here. It speaks of it starts with the period of 7 years, and then 6, 5, 4, and so on, and even in terms of months. So, as I said, according to the Chinese Agama text, it speaks of 1 moment even. So it's like when you can really, truly, in reciting the Buddha's name, be absolutely sincere. I emphasize the word absolutely, because it's not as easy as if it just said. Absolutely, truly sincere, absolutely, truly focused on Amitabha, then you are assured of rebirth in Pure Land. Because you achieve that complete mental commitment, that mental vow, your complete faith, and your whole mentality tunes into the vow of the Bodhisattva. So that makes the whole thing effective. Now coming back to the framework of early Buddhist teaching, this is the same. If you are fully, there's no exaggeration to say that if you are truly, fully, absolutely, purely mindful at that one moment, you'll be liberated. So last night I reminded ourselves that, often we hear a lot of so-called mouth zeng, mouth chant, 口頭禪, in the Chinese tradition, and people say, 活在當下，當下嘅一念就得㗎啦。Of course, the emphasis is that if you can be truly, if you live, the solution for all problems is to be in the present. That is to say, to be purely mindful in the present. That's the present moment. Then everything will be, all problems will be solved. Of course, it's true, but it's just this insight. This point is overly misused. Unfortunately, we have to ask ourselves how many of us can be truly, absolutely, completely, fully, purely mindful even for one moment. It's not easy. We achieve relative mindfulness even with all the best designed so-called exercises, so-called systems. The type of mindfulness we can achieve at that very moment is at best a relative one. But imagine that at least in principle, if we can be absolutely, truly, purely mindful to the extent of totally being independent, creative, not clinging to anything in the world, at that very moment, you will be liberated. That is liberation. Of course, the point is that it is not easy to achieve that. The whole practice, not to say 7 years, even 70 years, even whole life, right? Is aimed at that.